So, what's up, guys? For the first time in about 2 or 3 years, I actually have a transition update. This past month, I switched from IM injections to the 1% testosterone gel, and I guess it's 50 grams in every 50 milligrams in every 5 grams. Of the testosterone. I don't know how to exactly say it, but it says 50 milligrams every 5 grams. And instead of taking 0.25 milliliters weekly, I take 25 milligrams daily. And it's a lot more consistent. I'm noticing things like facial hair growing in, my beard's getting fuller, I'm gaining weight, gaining muscle mass, just a bunch of different things I noticed that are different, and it's bringing me back to the vibes that I got when I first started IM injections. It's pretty much changing the same way almost that I changed when I first started my IM injections. So, I want to go through a few things that changed for me and talk a little bit about them. So, the very first thing, the main thing, is the aggravation. Um, I just I get irritated a lot more often than I usually get now. It didn't start until I started this gel. So yeah, I get irritated a lot more often, and this happened. Like I said, the aggravation started up when I first started my IM injections after a few months. And it's so weird because it only took a week for this stuff to start making a difference, and it took IM injections months to for me to feel like this. So it's I don't know. It's honestly I wonder if it's absorbing way more than it should be with me, because I know it absorbs differently with different people. So yeah, but aggravation's the number one thing. I learned that only gets better in time once you learn how to deal with it. So aggravation. Number two, my alertness and slash like a clear mind. I'm able to think more rationally and problem solve a lot easier, a lot faster. I'm able to reason a lot better with different things, different situations. I'm just more realistic. I'm more logical. I'm not so moved by emotions, which is number three, is kind of being a little emotionless. Emotion kind of makes me uncomfortable when people show too much of it. Um, I just get a little annoyed. I get uncomfortable if people show too much emotion, and I'm just not moved. My actions and my decisions are not moved by or influenced by my emotions too much anymore. It's more influenced by reason and logic. Um, I just have a lot more of a clear mind. I'm more alert. I feel more alert, and also number four is the energy. The energy is not bad. It didn't come on strong, but I'm noticing my energy and my endurance with being awake because I sleep a lot. I'm a really sleepy person. With being awake, with working, with dealing with different things, like having to stay places for a long period of time because I don't like staying places for a long period of time. I noticed that my endurance with stuff is getting better. So my energy is definitely a lot better since I started this gel. I'm a lot more awake, alert, like I said, um, and I just have a lot more energy to do a lot more things. I have more drive, and I also, for number five, feel a lot more assertive. Usually, as a person, I feel very inferior to everybody. That was my problem pre-T, and still is a little bit of a problem now, but it's starting to not become a problem. I'm not scared to voice my opinion so much anymore. I don't know what it is, but testosterone does that to me. Um, I'm able to speak out. I'm able to speak up. Um, I don't feel like I'm bothering too many people, and even if I am bothering them, if I care about what I'm speaking about, I don't care. So I'm a lot more assertive, as you can tell. And all of this stuff with the everything that's not physical that's going on with the muscle mass and the weight gain and the facial hair coming in. Everything that's more mental is really rough to deal with because it's all happening so fast. Like I said, didn't start feeling like this until a couple of months on my injections. And it only took a week to start feeling like this on the gel. So I'm guessing it's the consistency because I had a needle phobia, and my needle phobia caused me to miss shots all the time. So my shots weren't consistent. You're supposed to have them around the same couple of hours in the same day that you got your last shot. Um, and that never happened. I would skip a week, I would skip a day, I would skip 2 days, I would just skip all the time. So I'm guessing the consistency of this is kicking in because I've never really been on time with my shots too good. I've never been too good with doing my shots. My mom does my shots. I have a needle phobia. I can't even hold a needle without wanting to pass out. So, yeah, all this stuff is rough to deal with, but I know it takes time. I know it takes learning myself over again, learning my triggers, learning just how to deal with stuff, how I am now with all the changes. So, yeah, I definitely wanted to update on that. I honestly like the gel a lot better. It's a lot easier. I have a daily grooming routine, anyways. So it kind of goes in with that really good. So I'm not missing shots or missing my gel now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be updating a little bit more because I can feel a lot more changes coming on. So yeah, I'll update on that a little bit more in probably a month or so, or whenever I see more changes. So peace out.